chicken burgers and fried butter. How's it going? Welcome to the channel. Today we're working on the wrecker and doing a bit of body work. We're doing some rust repair to these Kappa fenders that I got used. This is definitely what my body shop buddies were talking about when they said to make sure you prime your aftermarket parts. Even though they look primed, this is what happens. So I've wire wheeled everything. This stuff here, this is Rust Check Rust Converter, liquid brand. I also have the paintable stuff, but I like this stuff better because you actually get to make sure that it's working good. Basically, it's just a liquid that you can brush on. You just make sure you get it into every little orifice, and then it converts it back to a paintable surface that will not rust. And then we can go ahead and prime this with an etching primer to give us a good stick, and then we're going to give it a good coat of paint before we install these, just to make sure that we don't have this happen to us again on these fenders, because when I priced these things up, they weren't cheap anymore. They used to be, but not now. So we'll see what the end result here is in a little bit. This is after one coat. Looks like we'll probably need one more. You did a good job. Third coat setting in. Probably need to clean a little more rust off, but we're going to paint it with the Rust Check Rust Killer as well, just to hopefully prevent this from happening again and getting worse. This one's been prepped, cleaned, rust converted. The inner fender, that one hasn't been touched yet. This one here, we dulled up enough to get some etch primer on. We're going to build a base coat on that before we even put them in, because these are really cheap fenders, and honestly, just by scuffing them up, I've almost sanded through the primer that come on them. So yeah, guess we'll take a walk out here. So this is the passenger side. We've ended up coating with a Rust Check primer for rust inhibiting, and then I'm going to spray that with an etch primer, and then I'm going to spray that with a coat or two of black before it even goes on. That way we can do what we can to prevent the rust. Working on the inner fenders and the rockers, getting everything painted and ready to go before we install everything. So I etch primed everything, and then we primed it, and then we painted it, and then anywheres we were rock guarding it, we rock guarded it, and now we're going to finish painting it again. So that fender's still etch primed. Yeah, so we still have that one's etch primed. This one's been etch primed and painted, ready to go on. And this is our rocker, which we've sanded, etch primed, and painted on the inside. I primed it on the outside, but we're not going to bother with that right now. So we've come in here and we've rock guarded everything with about 2 coats. We've done the bottom side of this floor pan, and the inner rock, or the inner fenders, are both rock guarded on the wheel side of things, and then we're going to give them a nice coat of black on both sides of things. Another coat just to make sure that we got everything geared up. So that's where we're at. Alright, we got a box of parts and inner and outer fender on. So we're just tying up some loose ends in here, getting them some things bolted up, and yeah, see how that goes. Grab the light, make life a bit easier. Yeah, so that's gonna be hard. I'll have to cut that. That's what I did on the other side. Careful, right? It was weird behind. Yeah, it is. Alright. Well, let's here's a sacrificial needle. I'll back this bolt in too. So what we're into is we're trying to get these fenders on, and we're into an alignment issue at the back here, and right behind that Tim Hortons cup is going to be the red hose, so we have to make a slight incision here. I had to do the same on the other side, bend this in a little bit just to clear everything and make sure it's going to be fitting okay for the 3 bolts that go in there. These are all aftermarket inner fenders, technically outer fenders as well. Yeah, rust is bolt. Right? Which is good for the inner fender. Nothing's peeled. Even down in there, you can see on the bottom of that where it was rusted, it's still some paint discoloration, but it's still good there. So we got the fenders on, the inner fenders on, and the hood aligned properly. And it's been probably, it's been about a year or 8 months since we've actually done any work to it. And there hasn't been any rust on the insides of the fenders. There's no rust really anywhere in here that we've worked on so far. So I'm pretty happy with the way that everything turned out. And even our hood alignment worked out pretty good. So body lines seem to hold up quite well. Well, until next time, see you later, Buzzy. Thanks for watching.